Hello everyone and Happy New Year. Let's start off the year by going over what I believe to be the top 5 stocks to buy for 2025. I will also make a follow-up video at the end of the year to see how my selections did. I will invest a hypothetical $5,000 equal weight into these positions, and we'll see if my picks end up beating the S&P 500 index by the end of the year. I will have my cost basis be the middle price of the next trading day following the release of this video. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to see not only the results of my stock picks, but also to see my monthly updates of what I'm buying in my personal stock portfolio. And the first stock is Amazon. Amazon is an incredible company, being the #1 cloud-based solution with AWS, which is still growing incredibly well with subscription-based revenue that's very predictable. The company is also implementing AI into its retail business, which could help boost margins even further. They also have a very fast-growing ads business, which is extremely high margin. Amazon is currently trading at a $2.37 trillion market cap while making $70 billion in free cash flow in the trailing 12 months. For reference, Microsoft trades at $3.13 trillion market cap while making $72 billion in free cash flow. This means that Amazon is trading for a 25% discount compared to Microsoft for similar profits. Amazon already makes up over 10% of my personal stock portfolio, so I have very strong conviction in this company. Second company is AMD. AMD has had quite a tough year in 2024. They are also trading near 52-week lows at a seemingly very cheap 24 forward PE for 2025's earnings. I do think AMD is a serious competitor to Nvidia, and if they manage to grab even a bit of market share from them, their free cash flow could see a huge expansion from AI demand in the following decade. They are also destroying Intel in data center and consumer-grade CPUs, while taking away more market share each year with superior products. The third company is ASML. This company is a monopoly, selling the machines that make highly advanced computer chips that we will see more and more demand globally, as the past few years have shown our over-reliance on manufacturing in China and Taiwan for semiconductors. No other company is close to them, and they basically own 100% of the market. Rather than picking which company wins in AI, why not pick the company that will have guaranteed orders for their machines, which they can increase pricing to basically whatever they want, as the market has no other alternative for bleeding-edge chips. Not only will they make more money selling these machines, but they also generate tons of profits maintaining and fixing these machines that only they know how to service and manufacture. This is probably the strongest moat of any company on the planet. I will be starting a position in my personal portfolio for 2025, as the reason the stock is selling off, I believe, are temporary issues. They lowered guidance, and the Chinese market is a huge question mark. Over the next decade, the demand for their products and services is as close to a sure thing as we'll see in the stock market. Number 4, HYNS. This is a company I already own in my personal stock portfolio. It's an online healthcare platform that helps people in the US see a doctor online for a free consultation, get medication delivered to their door with customizations to meet specific needs or lower potential side effects. They also charge lower prices out of pocket than going through the traditional insurance industry, which ends up costing the customer more going through a traditional pharmacy. The convenience and customization and follow-ups with the customer, I believe, will create strong customer loyalty for the long term. And as people stay on the platform and age, they will require more medications, which will increase profits for HYNS for decades to come. And the last stock pick is Uber. Uber has been performing very poorly, as the market has pretty much unanimously decided that Tesla will kill off their business with their autonomous robotaxi service along with Google and Waymo. My counterpoint to this would be that regulations will make autonomous vehicles take much longer to be implemented than the market thinks. It could be 5 years or longer until we see a material impact to Uber and its business. In the meantime, Uber is a very light and capital efficient company with a fast-growing business. Uber has a moat in that it has a large network effect. They have by far the largest amount of users of not only drivers, but customers as well. It won't be easy for Tesla or Google to enter the market with a new app you have to download. I do think that they will partner with Uber, as not doing so would be like trying to sell a product online without using Amazon. You simply can't afford to ignore the majority of the market and large amounts of sales to try and sell something on your own website at larger margins, but at much lower volume. I could be wrong though, and this is by far the pick that has the most question marks. Time will tell if Uber will fail as a business, because people will choose cheaper robo-taxis and will forgo human drivers entirely. Uber also does not have its own fleet of autonomous vehicles to deploy. Even if they were to get into that business and start acquiring and maintaining vehicles, they will lose their capital light advantage and have very large capital expenditures, which will dramatically alter their profit margins going into the future. And one more counterpoint to all the negativity around Uber is that for Uber Eats, a robo-taxi cannot deliver that food to you at the end unless there's some sort of implementation to do that. You'll still need someone to grab the food and bring it to your door. Otherwise, maybe you'd have to leave your home, go to the robotaxi, retrieve your food. But that's not as convenient as just having someone get it to your door. The whole point of getting Uber Eats is to, basically be lazy and avoid putting on pants, right? So that is one thing I will give Uber for Uber Eats. I do think food delivery will still favor the human driver until there's some kind of a drone or robot that can make that last little bit of the journey, because that's the one thing that I absolutely hate when I order food. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. Like you order some food, it's supposed to come to your door, and then you have a huge hassle leaving your house trying to locate your driver and try to get your food, or it's in a different building or house. It can be really frustrating. So thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you all have a very happy new year and that you achieve the goals you want for your life. In the comments section below, let me know what your top 5 stock picks are for 2025 and why.